Nizwile, government has published the draft revised white paper on citizenship, immigration, and refugee protection, and they have invited us, the public, to review it and make our submissions. Do you know what that means? It means we have an opportunity to influence the outcome if this government genuinely listens to us. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, my name is Prince Mtombeni Umaduma, a co-founder of South Africans for Constitutional Reform. I want to explain to you what this paper says, what it gets right, and where it fails to deal with realities on the ground. The white paper covers immigration visas, asylum seekers, refugees, permanent residents, and citizenship. In simple terms, it decides who can enter South Africa, who can stay, who can work, and who can ultimately become a citizen. While there are changes worth acknowledging, government is trying to fix Home Affairs system through digitization and better systems. Immigration, asylum, and citizenship are brought into a single framework. Skills-based visas are introduced. The white paper also introduces the first safe country principle and admits Uguti asylum system has been abused. Those are good admissions, but of course, admissions are not solutions. South Africa is facing extreme unemployment. Millions of South Africans, especially young people, cannot find work. Yet, what we see in reality is large-scale economic immigration happening through the asylum system and weak visa controls. People enter this country as asylum seekers and end up working indefinitely, not because they are fleeing war or persecution, but because South Africa has become an easier option. We have to be fair, guys. South Africa cannot be the refugee camp or job market for the entire world, especially when its own people are struggling to survive. And I have to be clear, South Africans are not xenophobic. We just want order. Compassion without control is not kindness. It is chaos. The white paper does not confront this honestly enough. It does not clearly prioritize South African workers. It does not draw the line between scarce skills and ordinary jobs in an economy under severe strain. The pressure doesn't stop with jobs. It shows up in public clinics and hospitals where nurses are overwhelmed, in RDP housing waiting lists that stretch for decades, and in overcrowded public schools. You cannot integrate people who have nothing into communities that already have nothing and act shocked when there's anger, tension, and sometimes violence. That is not compassion. That is policy failure. On asylum, the white paper acknowledges abuse and introduces the first safe country principle, but it remains vague on enforcement. Acknowledging a principle on paper is meaningless if it's not applied in practice. Asylum must be temporary protection for people in real danger, not a long-term workaround to live and work in South Africa. The white paper talks a lot about integration, but it does not seriously deal with capacity.